So I have a lamp in here. It's so dark. Oh my god. It's such a dark day. Happy 2017. It's a new year, it's a fresh start. I hope all of you have a fantastic year ahead of you. Even though 2016 for the world was quite a difficult year, it was a trying time for everything. But on a personal work level, I felt like I had quite a good year because I felt like I achieved a lot of the goals that I wanted to achieve for my freelance work. So that includes working towards the type of clients that I wanted to work with, which I did and I was really happy with, and I can't wait to kind of make more goals for myself this year. So if any of you guys have any goals, whether they be big or small, I have a couple of things that I do that kind of keep me on track, that keep me motivated. They're fairly simple, but they kind of keep me quite organised and help me to achieve goals, whether they be daily, weekly, monthly or yearly goals. They do kind of help me. So I thought I would share those with you guys in case any of them help. So I started a jar, and this is my jar. As you can see, it's kind of filled with paper stars, and each one of those stars has an achievement in it. So what I've done is I have put a little piece of paper at the top of my jar. As you can see, it's a gilded jar, but I've put a note on the top of the jar. You can't actually read it, but underneath that, when you open up the lid, it will tell you what your goal is. So I've written down what my overall goal is. This is all to do with my freelance work. So this is all to do with illustration and my artwork. And every time that I make an achievement or I do something that is like a small or a big milestone in my career, what I do is I get a piece of paper and I write out what my achievement was on that piece of paper, and then that piece of paper will be folded up into a paper star, and then I put it into this jar, and then as it fills up, it's kind of like a physical representation of how well you're doing towards your goal. And ideally, when it fills right to the top, you've kind of fulfilled a lot of your goal or completed your overall goal or done a massive contribution towards it. So I really like having a visual and something that I can actually add to and keep me stimulated, because that really motivates me. So the second thing that I've done this year, which I've actually never really properly done ever, is actually write out all my goals for this year. They're going to be doable goals. They're going to be goals that are actually achievable. So for example, one of my goals is that in my spare time, I would like to learn a little bit more of Japanese. So notice there I've said a little bit more of Japanese, not the whole of the Japanese language. So I'm going to take out maybe like a little bit of time each week just to learn a tiny bit more than I already do of the language, and then by the end of the year I'll know a little bit more. It doesn't mean I only have 1 year to learn the whole of the Japanese language. So that's just kind of an example of what I was talking about achievable goals. So finally, the thing that always comes into it is my planner. And the reason why I mention my planner is because I use it daily, and I use it daily because if you haven't seen my planner video, I create lists for myself pretty much every day. I found out that when I create lists, I do more in my day. So whether it be the day beforehand or in the morning, I write down everything I need to do in the day. I find it's a really good method just for me to stay on top of everything. And when I do this with my planner, I feel 10 times more productive. And if I write everything out in a day, I'm most likely going to do all of those things. So I find it incredibly helpful. If you guys have any New Year's resolutions, do you have any goals that you want to do this year, whether it be for work, in your personal life, is there anything you want to learn, is there anything that you want to do, anywhere you want to go to? Let me know, I would love to hear them. Just remember, stay positive, do the things that make you happy, and don't let anything get in the way of that. Just do what makes you feel happy. And until next time, I'll see you soon.